everybody, welcome back. Today for you I have a haul. It's all drugstore. It's a lot of stuff. I have been accumulating this probably for the past month and a half. So we're just gonna dig right in, get going to get through it. Okay, I'm gonna start off with what I currently have that's limited edition from Wet n Wild. The first two things I got were the Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Eyeliners. And I'll swatch them for you. I got this one here. It's called Trim with Lace. And it's just white. And I don't have a white liquid eyeliner, so I said, let's get that. And then this one is called Violet Revolution. And rather than violet, it's more of kind of a fuchsia-y pink. So, there we go. So there's those two colors that are there, Trim with Lace and Violet Revolution. And like I said, it's more of a kind of a hot pink rather than a violet color. Very, 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 very pretty though. Limited edition, like I said, you know, fun. You know, this is just for fun. I don't know that I'll ever wear, but you know what, eyeliner, you do some pretty cool wings with that. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, the next thing I got was one of the ColorIcon eyeshadow trios, and this is in the shade To Indio I Go. So To Indio I Go. I have no clue why. And I just kind of opened these and swatched them the first time off camera like a few minutes ago. So here's To Indio I Go. Let me pull in way close. Wait for my camera to catch up. There we go. So you see I got this really pretty teal down there. Really pretty violet purple. And then this color on top. The one that's for designated brow bone or whatever. It's a gold. Now this one and this one contain actual glitter. The one in the middle is matte. But I will say this, I'm not, after just watching it, ooh, gosh, that one. I'm not impressed. This is not what I expect out of ColorIcon. Okay, last limited edition thing from Wet n Wild is one of the geometric highlighting powders, and this one is in Desert Explorations. So, let me pull that up way close and wait for the light. There we go. So it's got these really pretty, you know, it's got these little geometric shapes that have some champagne, some bronzy, even some rosy bronzy, and then white. And I thought, oh, okay. Now, it's not the softest. It's a little, it's not real bad, but it's a little rough. But, oh my God. They have 3 of these total, and I only grabbed this one. I think I'm going back up there tonight and getting that one, the other 2, because I really, really like those. They're so pretty. Okay, now from Wet n Wild, not limited edition, but you know that when they did their launch in January, their launch for the new year for 2016, they reformulated and repackaged a lot of their products. And so one of them they did was their ColorIcon blushes. And I have not bought, this is the first one I've bought, the new packaging. I haven't bought the ones for the ones I already have, you know, in the old formula, because I didn't think there was anything wrong with the old formula. But I will say with this formula, I think it's a little bit less pigmented. Not in a bad way though, because I think the originals were so pigmented that you had to be so very careful with them, or else they take you to clown face pretty easily. I think these ones are a little bit more user-friendly, not nearly as heavily pigmented as the old one, but still pigmented nonetheless. So anyway, the one I got is a new shade to the line, and it's called Fantastic Plastic Pink. I mean, hello. Fantastic Plastic Pink. It is just the brightest little baby pink color you have ever seen, and it is smothered in glitter, and I mean smothered. If you do not like glitter, walk away. Do not get this one. I will say this though, I feel like when I swirl, now not with my, a little bit with my brush too actually, but when I swirl a little bit more, I kick up a lot more dust with this one than I did the old one. The old one seems to be just a little bit more creamier, but not terribly more creamier. And I'm going to swatch this pretty heavy because this is a really light pink shade, and so it's harder to show up on my skin tone. So there's Fantastic Plastic Pink. Just a real pretty pink, chock full of glitter. Every now and then you need something that is covered in glitter and pink. You know, it makes me a happy girl. I have lots of things around me that are covered in glitter and that are pink. So, okay, now another thing that, or a couple more things that I picked up, not new to the line, not even reformulated or anything like that, but believe it or not, I did not have these shades I'm going to pull up. These are the Idle Eyes Shadow Crayons, and I didn't have them in these color. I have the one in the shade Pixie. Love it. It's one of my favorites. But I got the shades Graphite, and I'm going to swatch them for you, which pretty much is just a black. And boy, is that black pigmented on this one. Then the next one I got here is called Distress, and it's kind of like an indigo blue, and I'll come up a little closer here in a second. Then there's this purple shade here, which is called Techno, and it's kind of deceiving because that's Techno. It comes out like neon purple. It's really pretty though. And then the next one I got was Electro, and it's just like a bright blue turquoise. I love that one. And then I got Envy because I was going to do a St. Patty's Day look, and then I just, you know, I got busy and never got to it. So here they are, all swatched, and these are so good. Now, you know when they launched the new launch for 2016, they discontinued the Fergie line, and by discontinuing the Fergie line, they discontinued the Fergie name. The line is still there. It is still the exact same product. The only thing that they've changed is they have taken it from the Center Stage collection to the, what is the name of the collection now? I can't remember. You'll see it scrolling down here on the screen because I'll, you know, find it when I go to do that. Anyway, if you remember, if you kept up with Wet n Wild and you did like the Fergie line, and I loved the Fergie line, I really did. They had, they had put out those 9-pan or 10-pan palettes, and there was a purpler one that was, I think, called Vegas something, and then a more like natural nude toned one. And those are still there, and like I said, they're just not called the Center Stage collection, where they have a new name, and you can find those at Walgreens still the same price, everything else. The formula is the same. I'm telling you, they just redid the outer packaging and dropped the Fergie name altogether. Why? I'm really not sure. I've never really researched it. Going on that note, a lot of people have been kind of confused because they're like, okay, well, we're seeing 2 sets of these palettes, and some are in like the rounded case like the original ones did, and then some of them are in the square case. Well, the rounded ones are a part of their collection. You can find them at Walgreens. I believe you can find them at Kmart, and of course everywhere else, and on Wet n Wild's website. The square ones are a Walmart exclusive. And very much so, like when they first put out the contouring duos, those were a Walmart only exclusive. So are the Au Naturel palettes. Now, these are kind of close in shades to those that are in more of the traditional, kind of the oval, the Fergie looking one. They're close, but they're not the same because I've been over this and I've looked them over. But anyway, the Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette, I've got the one here in Nude Awakening. I didn't get the other one in Bare Necessities because I don't need one more nude palette. I just really don't. I don't want to get something that's just going to sit in my drawer until I finally decide to give it to somebody because I don't need it. But this palette spoke to me because I said, that burgundy shade right there was enough to hook me. And then this black, because I know one thing Wet n Wild does really well is a black shadow. Okay, now that we're done with everything Wet n Wild wise, let's move on to, I think I'm going to move on to some of the liquid lip colors that I got. And I have a whole review swatch fest on these shades. All of them I have here in my hand, minus one because I had bought it a long time ago. But these are just some of the, I just want to throw them in for the haul because they were part of the haul. It's just I wanted to go ahead and do that video and get that up. But I have 2 shades in the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid. I have the shades Berry Boost and Nude Thrill. So I'm not going to swatch these. They're gorgeous. I'll put that, like I said, the link to that video the Revlon HD colors, the Ultra HD. I have in Devotion and Addiction. I'm missing one of my L'Oreal ones. It's L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. I thought I threw it up here and I guess I didn't. And the shade that I've recently hauled is called, can't remember. I'll put it up here somewhere. And then the two from Hard Candy in the shades Cherry Blossom and Dahlia. Just beautiful. That would be their packaging up there behind me because it's out. Most beautiful packaging I think I've ever seen. So I just wanted to throw those in there because they were part of the haul. But like I said, I'm not going to go through and like swatch them on all that stuff because I already have a whole video doing that. So moving on, I got all these little tiny brushes here now. I went to Dollar Tree, you know, because I was just there, and I picked up a few things from e.l.f. Now, some of these, I looked up on e.l.f.'s website. They're all still available, but some of them are on clearance, so they might be gone, so you might want to catch them. So the first thing I got was the Pout Perfector, just because I'd never had it, and I thought, hey, why the heck not? Let's grab it. And what this is supposed to do is you just put it in the center of your lip when your whatever lipstick you're wearing. And it's supposed to give that more dimensional, which you can do that with just about any, you know, pretty shiny lip gloss you have. But this is supposed to have like light reflecting it has glitter. I don't know what light reflecting properties those are, but it's glitter. It kind of has a funky brush tip. This is in the shade Glow, still sold on e.l.f.'s website, $3. Dollar Tree, $1. It doesn't really, I don't know, it smells like lipstick, like makeup. So you're just supposed to, you're not supposed to wipe it on. It clearly says the instructions are on the little box to not rub it all over your lip because then you lose the effect. It's only just supposed to go right here. And this is a matte lip color. And a little up here. It's look at that. It's real sticky. Kind of warm. This is supposed to make my lips tingle. Oh, I better not be one of those. And see, there you go. Is my pout been perfected? I don't know. Could be gimmicky. $1. I was going to find out. So I picked that up. Then another thing I got was one of these smudge pots. And this is in the one called Poppin Party. And it's just a purple. And you know what these smudge pots, they're, you know, they're kind of like a moussey texture. But you just kind of tap your finger in them to get the color out. Oh, look at that. And this is a purple. Well, is it? Well, it is, but it's kind of like almost an indigo. It's so, wow, that's really deep. I was expecting, I think, more of kind of like the purple color that was in that pencil in this, but this is more of kind of almost an indigo purple. So that's Party Poppin', and I didn't have that color. I grabbed two of the baked eyeshadows. Now these baked eyeshadows are still available on e.l.f.'s website. Currently, this one is out of stock, and this is in the shade Pixie. And it's just such a really pretty pink. And e.l.f. does a really good job usually with their baked products. And oh yeah, this is a good one. So there's Pixie there on my finger. Let's swatch this down here. It's going to be, you know, a little bit hard to show up because it's a very light color. Highlighty, you know, middle of the eyelid color. And then I got the shade Enchanted, which is a real pretty gold. Real pretty gold color. And so there's Enchanted down there. Right here. You can see that. It's kind of hard to see on me because it's really close to my color, but it definitely puts some glow on there. And I thought, yay, because I love e.l.f. and $1, hello. And then I grabbed two of the HD blushes. So there they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so usually when I use these, what I'll do is I'll rub them in on the back of my hand, and then I'll use my e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I'll stipple in there, and then very lightly rub the cheek, because these do not play. So, hoo-hoo, here's Superstar. You see that tiny little dot there? And here is Showstopper. Oh my goodness, though. And there's Showstopper. But, you know, like I said, once you've taken your, here, let me, I don't want to use my little small stuff, but, well, it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned anyway. So like I said, I would rub that all across my hand there. I would take that and just kind of dab in it, and then probably as well dab some off on a cloth a little bit, and then just lightly, you know, dust that across my cheek like that, you know, just very light-handed, like barely even touching the skin. And see there it shears out pretty darn pretty. Two more things I got from e.l.f. and these were not, I didn't get them at Dollar Tree. I believe I grabbed these at Target. This is the HD high definition setting powder, and this one is in the Corrective Yellow, and I got it just to see, you know, how well it would help with, you know, the dark circles I get under my eyes. Next thing I got from e.l.f. was I had ran out of some of my makeup misting set, so I just picked up the regular one. They don't at my Target, even though they revamped, they don't have like the new ones where they've got like the matte set, the dewy set. They've got a couple different formulas for it. This is just the original, and I honestly, I love this stuff. It does what it's supposed to do. I call it my e.l.f. Plus because I use it kind of in place of MAC Fix Plus. So like if I'm wanting to, you know, like foil a shadow or something, you know, I spray my brush with my e.l.f. $3. Okay, I'm not going to try when I use up a lot of that. So that's it from e.l.f. I got two things from NYX. One of them is the HD concealer, because so many people have talked and said so many great things about this, and I've just not got on the bandwagon. I finally picked one up. I got mine in the shade, actually, CW06, which is called Glow, but it was the closest to my skin tone that had just enough yellow in it. So this is number 6. This is Glow. Number 5 was a little bit too peachy tone. And see, so that blends in really well with my skin tone. And I'm using this one basically to conceal, not to brighten and highlight. I have other highlighter or other concealers and stuff for that. But this one is just for concealment. And I've been in love with it so far. They say it's really comparable to the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer. So I I haven't used the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but I will say I love this stuff. Now another thing I got, which I think this one gets compared a lot to the Anastasia. See, my daughter's name is Anastasia. But the Anastasia Tame and Frame Brow Pomade, they compare this to the Dip Brow. And this is what it is. It's just, you know, nice little brow pigment. I really love it. It stays all day long. I have mine in the shade 04, which is Espresso, because in the micro and all that, that's the color I use, so I thought this would be perfect. And then, let's see, I've only got a couple more things left. I picked up one of the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara, because I'd run out of my other one, so I just picked this up, and love, love, love it. This is some good stuff. Holds my brows all day, doesn't move. They don't get super hard, and they don't get flaky, which sometimes they get flaky and I don't like that. So yes, love that. And then, because summer is just around the corner, I went ahead and picked up a new one of my Maybelline Dream Pure BBs. This is in the shade Medium Deep Sheer Tint, and right now it's too dark for me. So, see, right now, it's a little too dark for me this time of year because I'm not tan. But, you know, summer is right around the corner, so I said, yeah, might as well go ahead and pick it up. Like I said, I think I was feeling kind of poopy that day, so I was just picking stuff up. And then last but not least, Revlon has redone their lashes and their lash section at Walmart. And so now they have the Revlon Beyond Natural Lashes. And here's what they look like. They're real pretty. These are in the style 91306. And God, for packaging here. If you look here, it has a little cut guide on it. So it kind of tells you where you can nip the lashes to get them to the desired length you need. Now, I know that when I've used Revlon lashes in the past, that this band fits my eye perfectly, so I won't need to cut. Now, they're not real hair. They are synthetic. They are very lightweight, and I like Revlon lashes, so I'm hoping I like these. And they're only $2.98. Shut the front door, because usually Revlon lashes are like $7. $2.98. happy girl here. So that's it. We are done. Like I said, it was a pretty big haul. I got a ton of stuff, a lot of Wet n Wild. Can't wait to play with some of it. Definitely let me know down below in the comments if you want to see a tutorial or anything more in depth on some of the things that I hauled. Do keep a lookout because I will have that tutorial coming up on the eye look that I did today using the All Natural palette. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe to keep up, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.